Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Stafford on first down. And his first look is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's go. Roger. Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Hey, go, Roger.
Here's Henderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Hey, let's go. Down. I think it's 2, right? Hey, go, Roger.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
22.
Off-play action. Keenum. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders from 17 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So out now come the Lions. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Stafford on 3rd down. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So they will go for it. Stafford. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They try to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Thomas, the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now Stafford. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Roger. Down. Hey, takes 53, 55. Hey, 52, here we go. High.
After the interception, here's Keenum. And an alley to run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Down. Roger. Down. 57's down. Kill.
There's Keenum now on second down. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Broncos will extend their lead. So with second and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. Second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Hey, tag 50 left.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. On first down, it's Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On first down, Stafford here. And some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. On first and 10, Stafford. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a first and 10 at the 11. Right back to him on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a carry for Blunt. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Roger, Roger, Roger. Hey, go, Roger.
Keenum now on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away at second down.
Hey, go, let's go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Warren!
Keenum will try again on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jared Davis able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go.
3rd and long. It's Keenum. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play. Keenum to Thomas. 57 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, 52. Yeah, we're good. Yes. Hey, slow down, slow down. Hey, go, Roger.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Go, go. Hey, 52. Get hot, we're good. Hey, hot. Hey, go, Roger.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Keenum to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And McManus able to put it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here we go on 4th with Keenan. And he's got Hireman. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Keenan throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
4 down.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On third down, it's Lindsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll go option to the short side. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that one will be accepted. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And McManus able to put it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he dumps it off to Blown. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
third down. That's Henderson, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. So here come the Lions now. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sua Cravens with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. To throw on second down is Keenum. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 77 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Keenum now to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost, it was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And down inside the 15 he goes. 19 on the last play. 19 more here at another first down. From the red zone now. Stafford. Throw left side. Taken in by Galladay. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He'll buy some time right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, it's Stafford. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. In for the score. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And now